Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, Cottonwood family. So good to see you this morning. It's PK here to share a quick devotional thought with you. Hey, in Acts chapter 27, Paul was on this boat trip to Rome, not because he wanted to take a vacation, but because he was being taken there as a prisoner. En route, him and all of the 275 other passengers on the boat ran into this storm called Euroclydon. And this storm was horrible. It was tempestuous. And this storm was so bad that they started to kind of lose hope that they could ever make it out of this storm. They hit a period of time where they couldn't see the moon, they couldn't see the stars. It just got really, really dark. And this voyage of Paul going to Rome with all these other passengers, it kind of just reminds me somewhat of what people are going through right now, just with this whole COVID-19. It just feels like a big, huge storm. For some people, it feels like they're losing or have lost hope. And I want to encourage you during this time with just a couple of things that I saw in verse 18 and in verse 38 from this story in Acts chapter 27 that Paul and all of his shipmates did. And what they did is they did something called lighten the load. As they were going through this storm, they had to get rid of stuff out of the boat, out of the ship they were traveling on. And when we go through a storm or go through a crisis time, it's a time for us to really begin to think, begin to evaluate, begin to assess our lives and what we're doing, where we're going, what our life is about, even our possessions and what we put a lot of focus towards and into, and really begin to do what they did, which is lighten the load. Because I think during this time, there are things that all of us have recognized. They're luxuries, but they're not really necessities to my life right now. And not just only things, but even just from our internal life as well. Are there some things that God has put his finger on inside of my heart, inside of my mind, that he wants me to let go of? Jesus talked about this in John 15 as pruning. Maybe there's some things that we need to let go of to lighten our ship, our life, so to speak. Maybe it could be a perspective that's inaccurate, it's incorrect, it's unfounded, an attitude, a way of speaking, just a way of thinking. Whatever it may be, Cottonwood family, my hope and prayer is that whatever God puts his finger on or brings to your attention, you'd be willing to say, okay, you know what? In this season, I'm going to lighten my ship. God bless you, Cottonwood. We love you. Have a great day today.